German, what marvellous people they were and all the rest of it. And of course, the train was packed when we started out, but gradually we arrived at Cologne in our compartment, at Aachen, our compartment. There were massive English newspapers and magazines, and pardon, Brown said, chuck them all down the corner, Stan. They're not allowed to be taken into Germany. Hitler's got ban on all foreign newspapers, magazines and everything. Oh my gosh, I thought that's funny. But anyway, the train gradually backed into the station, and of course we were looking out of the windows in the corridor, and good Lord, I said, look at that there, oh, he said, that's the Labour Battalion. Labour Battalion? I said, what's that then? And there was a square behind the station. You could see was about 100 men or more, all in army fashion, in the square. And all of them had picks and shovels and their kit, and there was a hell of a lot of shouting and commands, and then suddenly they began to turn and they marched away. I said, well, what's that, Brown? Oh, he said, Labour battalions. Hitler was building brand new roads. Oh, I said, well, very good. Anyway, we were a long time at the station because they had to take the Belgian train engine off and the German engine to come on. Brown said, you'll see it. You'll see the German engine. Spick and span, son, he said. Polished up, like they do everything in Germany. Oh, I thought, here we go again. Anyway, shortly the German train came, and quite true, the Belgian engine was all dirty and filthy, but this one was absolutely perfect. So anyway, on we went, and we got to Cologne very late then, with all the delays, and when we got to Cologne station, the question was, well, it was so late, where were we going? How could we find accommodation? We were a bit puzzled there. Brown said, never mind, I'll go and hunt round the station. In a short while he came back with a tall young man who seemed a German, and suddenly we all left, went out to the station at the back of it, and walked round a number of streets, and then we came to a sort of a side lane, very narrow street, but there were about 6 or 7 quite large houses in a row. And the first one, the young man, there was a little garden in front of it all, and suddenly the young man opened the garden gate, and then there was a very tall step to get up to the stairs of the door. And it was a very, very big door, and he kept banging on it for a long while, and then suddenly the door opened, and there was a German woman, a huge German woman. She filled the doorway. And this young man had a chat with her, and she gazed out down at us, and suddenly she waved her arm and she had, "Come, come." So up we went into the house, up the stairs, big tall stairs again, and then she took us to the bedroom. Quite a big square bedroom, and I didn't look much around, and then she sort of indicated, "There's your bed," you know, then. So we thought, thank goodness we've got a room for the night. And then suddenly I looked where the bed was. Well, there was nothing but a colossal balloon, like spread over a possible bed underneath. I said, "What's that for, then?" "Oh," he said, "that's the bed." "Bed?" I said. "Well," he said, "that's the pillow." "No blankets, then?" "No," he said, "you get underneath it. It's full of goose feathers." I started laughing. I said,